So, how do we fix the world? It's a big question which needs a big answer. And the answer is, we need to start judging people on the content and the character of the deeds. It was already discovered by Martin Luther King, and the reason they killed King is because he was a black man saying it, and they knew that if a black man was saying it, then that was gonna really get the message across. Because if they can get the black people, if he could get, which he did, the black people to not have chips on the shoulder and come together with the white people and the gays and the whatever, then it creates a whole new way of living. Because then all the bad white people, all the bad black people, all the bad Muslims, all the bad gays, they're not there, they don't count. They become not a part of the message, not a part of the society. Everybody wants to be like Martin Luther King. Everybody aspires to be like him. So yeah, you will get the odd white person who's racist. You'll get the odd black person who's racist, but it won't be like it is now, where there's massive divides in political ideology, massive divides in culture, massive divides between skin colour, massive divides between gays and straight people, girls and boys. Every way they can, they have done it. They have divided us. So we've got to admit that. I don't like to say it, but they've done it. They have. So what we've got to now do is admit that we are in, a tornado's in front of us, and we've got to not pretend it's not there and just stay there and get hit by it. We've got to say, right, the tornado's coming for us, let's do something about it. So that's the big message. If you want to change the world, we have to do that. And like I say, everybody won't want to be, like a footballer, or won't want to be like a pop star. They'll want to be a good person. They want to be a person that is kind, is loving. And once we come together, blacks, Muslims, and it does happen in small little pockets all over the country. A lot of people don't buy into the brainwashing. A lot of Muslims don't buy into it. A lot of blacks don't buy into it. A lot of whites don't buy into it, but not enough. So, like I was saying the other day, we need to get we've probably got 1 out of 10. We need to get a 7 out of 10 pushing these messages. Once we get the critical mass, then it'll go to 9.999 within no time, and that is when we become the real human beings who we're supposed to be. We won't be walking around cackling about, you know, or he said this, you know, he said that he had a shit pair of trainers, or his coat wasn't nice, and he said this back, and all this childish nonsense. We'll become men and women again. By the age of 11 or 12, the women will be women, the men will be men, and we won't have 35-year-olds that are behaving like 8-year-olds. And everything follows: organic food, cheap housing, holidays. So that's the big answer. I just want to keep stressing that the big answer to all the problems in the world is don't judge people. Don't be the friend. Don't be someone's friend just because they've got the same skin colour as you. Be the friend because they're into what you like. Be the friend because they're a nice person. So that's the big answer to changing the world.